3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, and it is 1 o'clock Pacific Time. This is GJRB 24/7. It's 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, and it is 1 o'clock Pacific Time. This is GJRB 24/7. GJRB News. I'm Gary J. Russell. Good afternoon, everyone. Democrats and Republicans are putting a different sign on the April jobs report, and economic adding 266,000 jobs in April, thus far below the expectation. Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel is issuing a statement saying that Biden is squandering the economy inherited by President Trump. Meanwhile, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is putting out a statement saying she's disappointed in the jobs report, in an urgent call to action and things of both sides to agree, and the number disappointing how far many jobs in economists are expecting. He added this added by Mark Hemrick, who's a senior economy analyst for Bankrate.
We're on the order of 1 million jobs being added on the month on the heels of roughly 1 million in the previous month. And you're
Meanwhile, drug maker Pfizer says there's for a full FDA approval for its coronavirus vaccine. The months to come, a vaccine being administered by the United States under emergency use only, under authorization at the moment. Jessica Jha is the dean of the Brown University, and that's the School of Public Health, told ABC's Good Morning America this is going to be a great deal.
It's great. It's big. It's important. Here's why. Obviously, on some level, day-to-day, vaccinations will continue, and in that way, it's not a huge deal. But it's a signal that we have so much safety data now on millions and tens of millions of people that we can get the full authorization, the full approval. It'll also give confidence to a lot of people who've been on the fence, businesses that want to mandate it for workers coming back. So I do think it'll end up being a big deal.
And this is GJRB News. In other news, the first-time claims for unemployment benefits have come in a lower than expected. There was 498,000 initial claims, which is 92,000 fewer than the previous week's revised total. That is also the lowest claims since of 2020. Tony Frank is a restaurant owner in Toledo, Ohio. Says he can't find anyone to work, and he blames that on the stimulus.
We're on the order of 1 million jobs being added on the month on the heels of roughly 1 million.
Oops.
I would imagine there may be some changes each year. What are you looking for?
So there's usually.
We're on the order of 1 million jobs being added on the month on the heels of roughly 1 million in the previous month. And it's great. It's big. It's important.
Okay. That story is from yesterday. And, of course, President Biden was in Louisiana and his big infrastructure plan, setting a plan for their bridges on our roads and highways and also in our airports as well. Also water pipes and projects and high-speed internet transmission lines and sustainable housing. He invites the nation... He invited, saying that the nation is to be rebuilt during his speech, as well as the United States continues to withdraw troops from Afghanistan. Defense Secretary Lynn Austin stating that the gradual troop withdrawal, according to a plan by the president, decided at the end of America's involvement in our longest war, and we're going to do just that. According to Austin, as a former 18 executives are saying at the Pentagon aims at ensuring that withdrawal is deliberately and orderly and safe. Let's look at the news this hour. Next news coming up in 25 minutes. You're never too far away from another newscast. The bottom of the top of the clock to keep you on top. GJRB Online News. I'm Gary J. Russin at the GJRB News Desk. Now let's get back into some of that jazz we're enjoying. It's our jazz weekend. It's time now for the Smooth Jazz Lounge right here on GJRB Online. Let's open up with Fuga Spring right now and A Night in Rome. Okay, Benny Sutton and In the Stone on GJRB Online. And good afternoon to you. Welcome to the Smooth Jazz Lounge here on GJRB Online, 24/7 stream on Zeno.fm and here on Spreaker. GJRB Online. Welcome to our jazz program. We've got some great jazz on. You join me in the chat room here on Spreaker by getting into my Spreaker chat room. It's really easy. Just go to www.spreaker.com/user/5120525 and I'll see it right here on my Spreaker board right here. So you catch us that way. And of course, like I said, main station, GJRB 24/7 stream. We're on 24 hours a day, all weekend long with our jazz weekend. And tonight we got some more jazz following this program with, of course, our jazz weekend with Tony. That's coming up at 6 o'clock. And more great jazz throughout the evening. So stay with me. Of course, easy nights in the late night hours. So you can't beat that with a stick. We got some great radio for you here on GJRB Online 24/7 on Zeno.fm. Glad you could be with me today. Yeah, beautiful sunny day, too. We'll take a look at our Clinton weather forecast coming up a little later on. We'll also take a look at our national forecast, too, from our fine people at Weather Nation. So I hope you'll stay with me for some great radio. We've got some good stuff all for you this afternoon right here. Of course, some brand new music from a new emerging artist, too. Got some really good ones for you, so I hope you'll stay with me for that. And, kind of get relaxed and, kick back and enjoy the music. Because I tell you what, we have some good ones here. And I always love playing this jazz for you on a Saturday afternoon once a month. And, of course, rotate a little bit. And, of course, every Thursday night, I bring you some great jazz, too. Every Thursday night with our jazz. I mean, really, every Thursday night, actually, starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We bring you brand new jazz and smooth jazz for you. So I know you want to check it out. And it's fabulous. We got some new emerging artists for you, too, as well, coming up right here on GJRB Online. So stay with me for some great jazz this afternoon. Going to kick it back with a really good, and I do love cover songs when they're done right. And this guy does a good job with it. This guy comes out of Brooklyn, New York. And he's a new one on our list. And he's got a cover of George Benson's Turn Your Love Around. This is Mitch Soul on Smooth Jazz Lounge.
love around. Don't you turn me down. I can show you how. Turn your love around. Turn your love around. The girl becomes a woman. Don't you turn me down. Every woman needs a man. I can show you how.
Okay, you gotta learn to turn the mic on. Try this again. Drug maker Pfizer hopes that the FDA will approve their coronavirus vaccine. Good afternoon, I'm Gary J. Russell with the GJRB News Update. And first, let's take a look at our weather on the 5. This is GJRB's weather on the 5. Series of cold fronts will produce showers and a few thunderstorms across parts of the high plains and into the northern Rockies, with mid-Atlantic states as well. And there's some strong, dry winds into the northern plains. Four Corners area in the southwest will also produce some elevated fire threats. Local heavy rain also may cause some flash flooding in Hawaii. We'll take a look at that weather coming up throughout the afternoon. Weather on the 5s coming up again, 25 and 55 past the hour, or any time in the hour that ends in 5. Weather on the 5s on GJRB Online. We'll do some temperature updates coming up next hour. We'll hear from Weather Nation coming up next hour as well. So stay tuned for that. Right now from the GJRB News Desk, here's some of the stories we're covering for you from the GJRB covering for you today. Some of the stories: drug maker Pfizer is hoping that the FDA will approve its coronavirus vaccine months before the vaccine is being administered to the United States under emergency situations. And then unemployment benefits are coming in lower than expected, with 498,000 initial claims, which is 92,000 fewer than the previous year. We'll have that story plus more, and a couple of other real good stories. Plus, we'll have your complete rundown of weather on the 5s. We'll have a sports page update coming up as well. All coming up as you keep you informed in the afternoon with great jazz music and all your news that you need to know. News at the top of the clock. Next update coming up at the top of the hour for Gary J. Russell, GJRB News, with this half-hour updates. And I hope you're enjoying our jazz this afternoon on GJRB Online. This is Smooth Jazz Lounge. And I hope you could stick around the lounge for more great smooth jazz coming your way next on the GJRB Online Network.
You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, smooth jazz, and smooth afternoon.
If you can't get enough jazz in the local Quad Cities area, tune in to KALA, State University, Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 on the FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming, and programming in other great music formats, like blues, urban, including rap, also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some great gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in the Quad Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA. Listen and enjoy. There's a movement going on of people migrating off Facebook because of shadow banning and being put in Facebook jail for something they posted. This is called censorship and shouldn't be allowed in a free country of America. We shouldn't have to tolerate it. The new place for free speech is MeWe. There you can say anything without being censored. Join the site where you are free to speak. That is MeWe, M-E-W-E. MeWe, the internet's free speech social site. Coast to coast and way out there, fans, listen up. If you like UFO conspiracies, ghosts, and the paranormal, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Spreaker's answer to Coast AM, with more interesting guest experts in the paranormal and UFOs each month. If you like Way Out There, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Own the night with Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. Nightly at 11 p.m. Central, 12 o'clock midnight Eastern, and 9 p.m. Pacific. On Spreaker, on the SOR YouTube channel. The blues, the primary start to rock and roll music, the music in which artists express their feelings through music. This is a new blues show featuring the best of the blues, with new emerging artists getting their thrill of hearing their selections played along with the greats like Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and Etta James, along with a whole lot more. The doors open soon.
to the Blues House on GJRB.
And they're back on the air here on GJRB Online 24/7 stream. Also on GJRB on the local side, GJRB LPFM, that's Cool Jazz 106.7. And you can hear Cool Jazz 106.7 on the 24/7 stream. So if you want to hear our local side of things and how we do Cool Jazz, you can listen to GJRB 24/7 right now. Meanwhile, let's get back in the morning at jazz. Hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across America. We got some of the best in jazz on the internet radio and on the local side too as well. So I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across the USA. This is one we've been playing for quite a while. I like this song. This song is going to do some really good stuff on our jazz list. This is the latest and new one from David Russell Morris. I think it's a great sound too. It's called Moon on the Smooth Jazz Lounge on GJRB. LPFM, GJRB 24/7 stream. Hope you enjoy the program. It's another all jazz weekend on GJRB Online on Spreaker and Cool Jazz 106.7. Great piece of music, and that has a solo jazz arrangement with a great version of Autumn Leaves on GJRB 24/7 stream. KJ Russ with you live on the GJRB Online 247 and on also available on Spreaker as well. You can listen to it anywhere. So if you can't find Zeno, you can find us on Spreaker. It's just that simple. And you can find a lot of, all our programs that way, because we're on live on Zeno stream, but we're also on Spreaker, so if you can't find Zeno, it's so easy, ZENO.FM, and of course I'll put all that posting for you, and post the show. You can also catch the show by going onto my website, GJRB's website. That's right. It's GaryJ655.wixsite.com. You can go in either way. You can go into my Spreaker public site there. It's www.spreaker.com/user/5120525. And there's like a globe icon there. When you click that, it takes you onto our website. And you can check out our radio station over there. You can listen live, right? And Zeno Stream is right there. Just go down. You'll see a white and green widget. Just click the play button. And that is GJRB 24/7. And we got some great programming on there. Of course, right after we're done on there on that stream, you'll be able to hear some more great smooth jazz with Tony tonight right here on GJRB 24/7. Got a lot of really good stuff coming your way, so hope you'll stay with me, and I hope you're enjoying the jazz today on GJRB 247 and on GJRB Online on Spreaker. But time now to take a look at the sports page.
A GJRB Sports update starts now.
And a lot of interesting stuff going on there in the world of sports. Let's take a look at it. Oh, yeah. Hey, Aussie basketball stars going to threaten an Olympic boycott over whitewash photos. Ohio GOP wants to ex-Buckeyes wide receiver Gonzalez to resign over Trump impeachment vote. And Kevin Wilson isn't remorseful, fairly routine on the hockey scrum with the Rangers. We'll have that and a lot more sports coming up throughout the afternoon. Sports page right here on GJRB. Of course, gotta say a lot of the Olympic people are going to make it very, very hard for any of them to raise a fist, kneel, or any time during the national anthem. Gotta hand it kudos to those people with the Olympics. They are saying we're not going to tolerate anybody kneeling during the national anthems or raising a fist. So that means anybody that kneels during the American national anthem, it's gonna be a big trouble. They ain't gonna be able to deal with that one because they're gonna say, well, you kneel during the national anthem, you'll be disqualified. Well, that'd be sweet. Makes it a pleasure to actually watch the Olympics this year if they keep with their rules and regulations there when it comes to that. Really be good because I'll tell you what. I really wish they would do that with the NFL. I wish they would do that with the all the sports altogether because I'm ready to boycott a lot of sports because of their stand. And if they're going to continue to do that, well, I'm not watching that much football anyway. I didn't watch any last season. Sure as heck they're not going to watch it if they're going to pull that stunt. So I really want to hand it to the Olympic people for saying, hey, we're not going to put up with you raising a fist or kneeling during the national anthem or anything like that. So kudos to you guys. Thank you so much. Man, I think they're realizing, at least the Olympic people are, they're realizing that if you kneel during the national anthem, I'm telling you what, it's not going to look good for you, man. I'm telling you that, really. Yeah, just that simple. This is Taisha and Smoothie Street in the Smooth Jazz Lounge. Yeah, good stuff there. That is really good stuff. That's Smoothie Street, Tisha. New music coming up from her next hour. We got her newest one called Bad Slinky coming up. That's kind of an oddball name for a song, but it's fabulous. Got a lot of other new emerging artists too. So up next hour, we have a bunch of them for you, which I know you're going to enjoy listening to, and I know you're going to like. And check out some of the new sounds that we're playing for you on our sets. Got some good ones here. Going to play next hour. That you're going to enjoy. I hope you enjoy Mitch Soul. We'll be playing that quite a bit. New music from DJ Daddy and a group called Automobiles, a track called Droplets. And we played this on our last show a while back about 2 months ago. A group called Althrax with a brother. That was a fabulous piece. We're going to be hearing a lot of that song coming up on our selection coming up next hour. So I hope you'll stay with me for the jazz. Love playing this music, and I hope you enjoy listening to it. And I love to play the jazz for you. It's the Smooth Jazz Lounge. That's where we're at right now here on GJRB. And of course, I named that show because Smooth Afternoon is repeated in the middle of the night. Doesn't sound right. I had to call it the Smooth Lounge because you can hang loud and enjoy the lounge again tonight. 3 a.m. Central Time. 3 a.m. Central Time, 4 Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific. And if you're up that late, you can listen to this show again on the GJRB 24/7 stream on Zeno.fm. So, just check that out. You can be pretty well sure that you're going to hear some really good music. And I love to bring it to you. And I love bringing you the sounds that we bring you. The Smooth Jazz Lounge here on GJRB 24/7. Glad you can join us. And let's we here now. Let's take a look at some of the weather here and do our weather on the fives.
Now, nationwide weather update. This is GJRB's weather on the fives.
Okay, take a look at our temperatures across America right now. And check out Canyon Lake. Good friend over there, Black Dragons. He's there. He's fabulous. Black Dragons. You like Black Dragons? He does a good show on his station. He'll be back on the air real soon. We'll let you know about that. Black Dragons, though, in that area, Canyon Lake, Texas, it's 82 degrees under sunny skies. Casper, Wyoming. Right now, check it in. 81 degrees and partly cloudy. Let's see. Phoenix, Arizona is 95 degrees and sunny. Eau Claire, Wisconsin is 52, mostly cloudy. Manhattan, New York, 61 degrees and partly cloudy. Houston, Texas, checking in 85 degrees and sunny. San Francisco, 62 under sunny skies right now. Weather on the 5s, 25 and 55 past the hour. Any time of the hour that ends in 5. Weather on the 5s right here on GJRB Online. We'll have another Weather on the 5s update for you coming up with a Weather Nation. Our good friends up there in the Weather Nation coming up next hour with our next edition of Weather on the 5s. So you can be sure to get a national rundown of that. Right now here in Clinton, Iowa, last check according to the weather here, 16 degrees and sunny right now, according to Cortana, and right now 64 at the Quad City International Airport. And we'll have another update of that weather forecast for you coming up again later on next hour. Weather on the 5s right here on the GJRB online networks. That's GJRB 24/7 stream on Zeno.fm, GJRB online on Spreaker, and you'll hear some of these great jazz selections for you right here on that source. Always a pleasure bringing you this music and getting you relaxed, and so be aware of that. Got a lot of really good music, and I thought while we're getting into the news, a little preview of that Keep, which you're going to hear next hour. Kind of a neat piece of music. We'll have that one coming up. Really good. So check that out. That's what you're hearing in the background right now. That's coming out next hour. Also, Droplets by Automobile. I'll tell you about them coming out next hour too. Fabulous. New Emerging Hour next hour. So stay tuned for that right here. Right now we're going to get you ready for the news. At the top of 4 o'clock right here on GJRB 24/7. And we'll have that one for you right now. Okay? It's 4 o'clock Central Daylight Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, and it is 5 o'clock Eastern Time. It is 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific Time, and you're listening to the jazz program, Smooth Jazz Lounge.
This is GJRB Online Network.
Unemployment, we'll talk about that coming up next. I'm Gary J. Russell with the GJRB News at 4 o'clock. And that's 4 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Right now, I'm Gary J. Russell at the GJRB News Desk. This hour, talking about the first claims for unemployment benefits, which has come lower than expected. There were 498,000 initial claims, which is 92,000 fewer than last year. This also is the lowest claim since March 14th of 2020. Tony Franco owns a restaurant in Toledo, Ohio, says that he can't find anyone to work, and he blames that completely on the stimulus checks. President Biden was in Louisiana yesterday pushing his big infrastructure plan and jobs plan. And fixing bridges and roads and highways on our porches and of course our airports and pipelines and all that, high-speed internet transmission lines and sustainable housing. He was invited, saying that the nation needs to rebuild during his speech, as well as the United States continue to withdraw its troops from Afghanistan. And Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin stated that the gradual troop withdrawal is going according to plan. President decided to end the America's involvement in our longest war, and are going to do just that, according to Austin, to former 18 executives who are also saying that the Pentagon aims to ensure that withdrawal delivered orderly and safe. That's according to Austin. Democrats and Republicans are putting a different spin on the April jobs report. Economic adding 266,000 jobs in April, far below the expectations of the Republican National Committee. Chair Ronna McDaniel issued a statement saying that President Biden squandered the economic recovery and he inherited from President Trump. And let's see here. Why don't we go ahead and stock market report this hour and see what's in the stocks for today from our GJRB CNN stocks. Let's see what the closing numbers are today in the New York Stock Exchange as soon as it comes up. And we'll do that here real quick as soon as it comes up. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Friday's closing. Takes a while for them. We're skipping on the Spreaker side. Sorry about that. Dow Jones Industrial Average in the Friday's closing is closed down 234 points. The Nasdaq is up slightly at 119, and the S&P down 2. This is GJRB News.
Coast to coast, way up, fans. Listen up. If you like UFO conspiracies, ghosts, and the paranormal, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Spreaker's answer to Coast AM with more interesting guest experts in the paranormal and UFOs each month. If you like Way Out There, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Own the night with Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. Nightly at 11 p.m. Central, 12 o'clock midnight Eastern, and 9 p.m. Pacific on Spreaker.
On the SOR YouTube channel.
The blues, the primary start to rock and roll music, the music in which artists express their feelings through music. This is a new blues show featuring the best of the blues, with new emerging artists getting their thrill of hearing their selections played along with the greats like Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and Etta James, along with a whole lot more. The doors open soon to the Blues House on GJRB. And as we look at the news this hour, this next half hour, we'll have another wrap-up update coming up around 4:30. And, of course, 50 minutes of non-stop smooth jazz coming up right afterward as we continue our smooth jazz weekend here on GJRB Online. News at the bottom of the top of the clock to keep you on top. GJRB Online News. I'm Gary J. Russin at the GJRB News Desk for KALA Radio.
You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, smooth jazz, and smooth afternoon.
If you can't get enough of jazz and you live in the Quad Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 on the FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming.
And programming in other great music formats.
Like blues, urban, including rap. Also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some great gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in the Quad Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA. Listen and enjoy. It's another all-jazz weekend on GJRB Online on Spreaker and Cool Jazz 106.7. Reginald Jones on the Smooth Jazz Lounge here on GJRB Online, hour number 2 of our Smooth Jazz Lounge. Going to be some new emerging selections, brand new stuff being played this hour. So I hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across America. Also coming up this hour, Weather on the Fives from Weather Nation. We'll take a look at that. And a whole lot more in 15 minutes of non-stop music coming up after the hard break at the bottom of the hour. So kick back and relax and enjoy the music and enjoy the sounds that we're playing for you here on a Smooth Jazz Weekend here on Spreaker across America. This is D.E. Farmer and Path in the Mist. Hey, a fabulous piece of music there for you by a group called Automobiles. It's called Droplets. Great piece of music. It's a brand new group. I like their sound. Absolutely incredible. I like the music. That is fabulous. These guys are from Copenhagen, Denmark. Just over the sea. Overseas. So they're from overseas, from Denmark. Copenhagen, Denmark. They call themselves Automobile. They've got a great, fabulous piece of music there. And I like it. It's good sound. Really did. I like that. And over here, quite a bit of that coming up in future shows. They're incredible. I'm putting them in the, on the our jazz survey. So you'll be looking for them coming up in heavy play here real soon here on GJRB 24/7. Gary J. Russell with you. Hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across America. We got Gary J. with you here doing the jazz on a Saturday afternoon. Tomorrow's Saturday. Today's Friday. Always feels like Saturday on Fridays, and it's because we have a weekend of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's like we have one extra day there. Today's Friday, so we're doing the Smooth Jazz Lounge tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock East, 1 Central for the Best of Jazz. So you want to tune in for that? That's right here on the GJRB 24/7 on Zeno.fm. So check that out, of course, here on Spreaker as well. All right, going to be checking out some of the good stuff we got coming up. We got some more jazz, and I hope you're enjoying it. And more jazz coming up right after we get done this afternoon at 6 o'clock. We'll have our Smooth Jazz Weekend with Tony coming up right here on GJRB 24/7. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across America right now. I'll take a look at the weather. This is GJRB's weather on. Yeah, that's right. We got weather on the fives here, and it's a great place to give you our national weather and tell you what's going on nationwide. And I want to do something real quick here because I don't have my. Where is the other end of that puppy? Let's see, we got here. It's here somewhere. Yeah, our weather plug needs to be plugged in. Where it is in here. Okay, rewire that puppy to the board, or else we can get the weather. Let me see, what's this? I think this is, we don't need that right now. So I'm going to pull that puppy out. Okay, and plug in. I need a bigger console one of these days. I can plug in everything. Plug in everything like a telephone operator around here. That's how that works. Let's see, that's 2-3, isn't it? Yeah, 2-4-3. So that is 4-5 actually. 4-5 meter. Okay, there we go. All right, let's take a look at our weather forecast. Take a look at some of tonight's temperatures across America right now. 44 degrees right now in Seattle, Washington tonight. That's going to be cold as it's going to get. 42 degrees in Portland, Oregon. 42 degrees also in Billings, Montana. Yeah, it's going to get cold, downright cold in Billings tonight. 36 degrees in Spokane. 34 in Boise, Elko, Nevada. 31 degrees. 52 tonight in San Francisco. And I'm still not hearing anything. Not even through the board. Oh boy. Let me see if I can hear anything elsewhere. There we go. Here's Weather Nation.
And welcome into Weather Nation. You're taking a look at some video coming in earlier today from Wilmington, North Carolina, where we saw, thankfully, a lot of pea and penny size hail, not that extremely large hail, but even areas in North Carolina like Elizabethtown seeing 2-inch in diameter hail on Friday morning, and that is not a way you want to wake up. Thankfully, the severe weather threat for the Carolinas has diminished. But now we're shifting our attention elsewhere.
We certainly are. We were kind of tracking that low pressure system that brought in some of that hail. Couldn't imagine 2-inch hail to wake up the morning. But we are going to be tracking that severe weather all across the country from west to east coast, and we'll be talking about the threats that it brings. But we do want to take you to the Viper radar and show you what's happening right now. We showed you that video out of Wilmington from earlier this Friday where we saw a little bit of hail come down, and now the low pressure system has exited. We're still holding on to a couple lingering showers and storms here and there across the mid-Atlantic, and we're going to zoom into some of those locations. Up through Wilmington, it looks like that thunderstorm cell has just cleared you. It's making its way off into the Atlantic. The low pressure system is right about here out into the Atlantic waters, and we'll go up the I-95. Goldsboro has passed some of those thunderstorms too, heading towards the Outer Banks. You might get rained on a little bit, but these are just some storms that are going to continue making their way off to the east coast. Up and towards Virginia and up through the Delmarva, we're looking at some scattered thunderstorm activity as it progresses eastbound too. And now we get a little bit farther north. Now we're in towards Maryland and Pennsylvania, where we're looking at some steady rain making its way along the I-80 of Pennsylvania. State College is getting in on some of that heavier rainfall too, but Hazleton, just some very light showers. The heaviest of the rain is going to be heading your way within the next hour or so. Up and towards upstate New York, some steady rain, a little bit of a soggy start to your weekend if you're getting off Friday a little bit earlier and into the weekend outlook. We are unfortunately going to be talking about a little bit more rain on the way. As we get a bit farther west to the Ohio River Valley, some activity in through Indiana, where we're looking at some thunderstorms moving through. Detroit is getting in on some of that activity. And then we get right up and towards northern Michigan. A few wet flakes mixing in from earlier. It looks like it's been overtaken by some melting into northern Michigan. We'll be watching out for a little bit of snow throughout the rest of the day today. Back to the national picture. As we get in towards the southern United States, that takes us to New Mexico and through the Oklahoma Panhandle, where we do have a severe thunderstorm warning that's heading eastbound, and we could see some isolated severe thunderstorm cells in these locations throughout the rest of the day today. But along the interstate from Albuquerque towards Amarillo, you'll run into pockets of strong thunderstorms along I-40 and into northern Oklahoma, just to the west of Liberal. We're tracking the severe thunderstorm that the warning goes until 5 p.m. Central Time. It's primarily warned for up to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and some penny-sized hail with the latest update on that thunderstorm cell. We'll be keeping a close eye on that, but right now it's been pretty well behaved as it tracks eastbound. Zooming back out as we get in towards the western United States, that's where we're starting to see things pick up a little bit. Scattered showers off into the I-5 corridor, Cascades picking up on a little bit of snow, and all the way into Montana, some heavier rain from Great Falls, but that will likely be changing into some snowfall, and we're going to head over to Lucy Bergman with the latest on that forecast.
Thanks so much, Alana. We in fact have winter weather advisories in place into portions of Montana as this low pressure system associated cold fronts and warm fronts continues to move inland. We do have the severe or the winter weather alerts, I should say, for central portions of Montana. In the mountains, we could see 4 to 8 inches of snow at times, and so that is going to lead to difficult travel Saturday into Sunday. We also have in the valleys about 1 to 3 inches of snow possible. Over the last 3 days, we haven't seen a whole lot of moisture, but today with any of those rain showers, we could see the risk for some pea and penny size hail, potentially up to 60-mile-per-hour gusts as well. This severe weather potential for the day today is going to be quite limited across the northern plains, but just keep in mind that a stronger storm or two are possible. Again, wind and hail are primary concerns here as these storms continue to move inland. Then as cold air kind of gets pulled into this system, we'll see the changeover from rain to snow through the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning through the Wind River range of Wyoming, as well as the Bitterroot Mountains in Montana. We try to have high pressure build back in, but it's really going to sit south towards Salt Lake City and Wyoming, even into portions of Colorado. So it's going to stay quite unsettled into northern Montana as well as the Dakotas as we kind of round out the weekend. It's going to be very unsettled in the west. And then all that energy pushes to the east, firing up some severe weather opportunities. Like we said, the highest snowfall rates will be in the mountains where we could see up to 8 inches of snow in some locations. So keep that in mind for any sort of travel along 84 as well as 90 through the upcoming weekend. even down into portions of Wyoming, we could see the better snow accumulation as well. Valleys, most of it, 1 to 3 inches, is going to melt when it hits the roadways because we've simply been so warm over the last few days. You have to go up in elevation to see that better accumulation. Flash flood watch out, though, for area burn scars. We've had that recent soil just not significant or not solid enough to hold any water that comes down very quickly. So if you live near Bozeman, Big Sky, all the way down into Yellowstone, be aware that flash flooding around those area burn scars may be possible. And if you do get a flash flood warning on your phone or via any sort of channel you get warnings, you'll want to move to higher ground. Out to New York City and the Empire State now we go. It's just kind of been a gloomy last few days, and that's going to continue.
It certainly is. As we head into your Mother's Day weekend, we're looking at a little bit of a cool and soggy weekend ahead as we have the chance for additional showers and storms. We've been watching it across the northeastern United States, but looking ahead at the forecast here, check out how the jet stream stays pretty active. That's going to continue to keep things fairly cool and keep some thunderstorms in the extended forecast here, especially as we get into the Ohio River Valley. But as we look at some of the overnight temperatures tonight, we have frost advisories in the blue shades that extend from the Great Lakes region right down through the Midwest, and then also some freeze warnings that take us up into Wisconsin and through Michigan. Temperatures all the way in towards the Appalachia region. We're looking at those temperatures dropping to and below 32 degrees. So if you have sensitive vegetation outside, you want to protect that, especially with temperatures like Wausau getting down to 29. Tonight, we'll continue to track this cool air as it makes its way a little bit farther east over the next couple of days, and then that comes along with the frontal boundary that brings us some rainfall across the northeastern United States. We'll be tracking it right here on Weather Nation. Want to send you off with some more spring-like feels in White Bear Lake, Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what we like to see, more of that spring-like weather. That's your weather on the 5s for Weather Nation. And national weather forecast, a lot of really messy weather, especially out west. And then they're going to get some northwest and up around Montana now. More snow. It's like, good grief, man. Is it ever over? They're going to get some more of that. Well, more like that weather coming up in 30 minutes. Weather on the 5s, 25 and 55 past the hour. Any time of the hour, it ends in 5 on GJRB 24/7 on Zeno.fm. GJRB online on Spreaker. And we're bringing you the Smooth Jazz Lounge. And you want to hear this show again, just tune in tonight. 3 a.m. Central Time, 4 Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific for a rebroadcast here on GJRB 24/7 on Zeno.fm. You know, it's great stuff and all great jazz for you, so you want to tune in for that tonight. And of course, easy nights again tonight. Great, beautiful music starting at 10 p.m. tonight. So we do a little earlier on Fridays to get you all relaxed and ready to go. And just to let you know about that, we just kind of do that and bring you some of that stuff. And, of course, more smooth jazz coming your way. We also have another news wrap-up. So that's coming up about 5 o'clock. We'll do our wrap-up during our 15 minutes of nonstop music. And we'll do a quick wrap-up of all the news and give you that. So that's coming up. Some of the stories we're covering for you in the news, of course. Some of the stories, Democrats and Republicans putting a different spin on the jobs report. The economy adding 266,000 jobs in April, below expectations. Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel saying that the issue, a statement saying that the President Biden has squandered the economy's recovery inherited by President Trump. That story and a whole lot more news updates coming up for you at 5 o'clock. Also, along with that, we'll give you a wrap-up of today's sports on the sports page. And more smooth jazz coming your way next. I'm Gary J. Russin, GJRB News, with this half-hour updates. There's a movement going on of people migrating off Facebook because of shadow banning and being put in Facebook jail for something they posted. This is called censorship and shouldn't be allowed in a free country of America. We shouldn't have to tolerate it. The new place for free speech is MeWe. There you can say anything without being censored. Join the site where you are free to speak. That is MeWe, M-E-W-E. MeWe, the internet's free speech social site.
Coast to coast and way out there, fans, listen up. If you like UFO conspiracies, ghosts, and the paranormal, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Spreaker's answer to Coast AM, with more interesting guest experts in the paranormal and UFOs each month. If you like Way Out There, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Own the night with Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. Nightly at 11 p.m. Central, 12 o'clock midnight Eastern, and 9 p.m. Pacific on Spreaker.
On the SOR YouTube channel. The blues, the primary start to rock and roll music, the music in which artists express their feelings through music. This is a new blues show featuring the best of the blues, with new emerging artists getting their thrill of hearing their selections played along with the greats like Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and Etta James, along with a whole lot more.
The Doors.
To the Blues House on GJRB.
And this is the Smooth Jazz Lounge on GJRB Online as we kick in 50 minutes of non-stop smooth jazz. Take a break about 5 minutes at the top of the hour with our news wrap-up of all the news for the day. Kicking in the background's brand new music from Larry Ludwig. This is called Midnight Metro. Pretty music there for you by that group, Midnight Metro, and Gary J. Russell with you on the Smooth Jazz Lounge, if you're listening across America, on Spreaker. And of course, I always forget to post my shows everywhere. I get busy with what I got to do next, and what selections I got to put up. So sometimes I don't always have time to post the program, but you know where to find it, and the website is available for you. We'll post the website for you, and of course, I'll let you know that GJRB Online is on 24/7 on the GJRB Zeno stream. You can find that by going into my website at GaryJ655.wixsite.com. I'll have a sports page update coming up here in just a little bit. I'd like to run down on the latest in our sports and give you a rundown of what's going on sports-wise with our leisure, laid-back, conversational sports page. That'll be coming up after the 5 o'clock hour here on GJRB Online. Also, our Spreaker shout-outs and promotions, too, coming up. Where I talk about some of the podcasts that are favorites of GJRB Online and GJRB here in Spreaker. All your podcast favorites, all the podcasters that I broadcast or rebroadcast some of their shows, and all those are a part of that. So
You want to check that out. We'll do our shout-outs and promotions coming up real soon here on GJRB 24/7. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across America. And this is Stock Rock right now with Mellow Sunday Morning. There I go, belching again. Keep forgetting that my 24/7 stream, the microphone doesn't close completely. So you hear a lot of background stuff a lot of times when you're listening to our 24/7 stream. Sorry about that, folks, but that's how that goes around here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, welcome back. Welcome to the, I hope you're enjoying that Smooth Jazz Lounge. We're in a 50-minute non-stop music coming up in just a little bit, conversational sports page, and take a look at some of that coming up right now.
A GJRB Sports update starts now.
All right, yeah, Zion Williamson out with a fractured finger, and as the Pelicans try to make the playoffs, UFC flyweight Ryan Benet goes to the hospital after falling to make a weight. Aussie basketball star threatens the Olympic boycott over white-held pictures, like whitewashed pictures. Ohio GOP wants the Buckeyes wide receiver Gonzalez to resign over a Trump impeachment vote. And, of course, the Capitol, Wilson isn't remorseful
Bailey routine hockey scam with the Rangers. So we'll talk about that and a whole lot more. Take a look at all that sports and some scores coming up a little later on at the 5 o'clock hour. We'll do a sports page conversational style coming up right here on GJRB. Gary J. Russell with you here, bringing you the best in jazz, smooth jazz in the afternoon as we bring you the Smooth Jazz Lounge here on GJRB. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across America. Hope you're listening and enjoying the great jazz that we have for you. And, of course, we'll try to, let's ditch effort to get some listeners on our page here. Kind of dead here on Spreaker. Usually is on the 24/7 side too, but I'm going to be working on promoting it. I'm rarely doing that, but I want to make sure our programming sounds good first. So that's what I'm looking at in promoting this station and getting some more listeners out there. And we'll be working on promoting this 24/7 stream so we get some more listeners around the world. It'd be fabulous, right? Get some of that really good stuff there and have a lot of people tune in. But as for now, though, I don't mind just talking to myself for a while and getting all of that in here. We're doing 50 minutes of non-stop smooth jazz, 14 shy at the top of the hour of 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And coming up to 3 o'clock in the Pacific, in the background, Sabio Martires. Smooth stuff.
temperature update coming up in just a little bit here on GJRB 24/7 stream. Also coming up, we have a lot of other great stuff for you. In the next hour, more emerging artist news, selections, preview tomorrow's Best of Jazz program as well, and our Spreaker shoutouts and promotions all coming your way next hour, so stay with me. We have a news update coming up at 5. In the background, it's Martin Bloxon and a great song called Chasing the Rain. Yeah, Martin Bloxon. Great piece of music there. I like that piece too. It's great. That's called, really good. That's called Chasing the Rain. I like the name of that too. It's fabulous. I like just this music's fabulous. I like that. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying the program this afternoon. Gary J. Russ with you on GJRB 24/7 stream on Zeno.fm. And glad you could be with me today. Also on Spreaker on GJRB Online. Now, nationwide update. This is GJRB's weather on. Coming up to news here at the top of the hour. We got some weather here for you. Seattle, Washington right now, 52 degrees right now, 61 on the relative humidity, 30.25 on the barometric pressure at this time, 45 expected tonight, 57 tomorrow with partly sunny skies, 61 on Sunday. Tampa, Florida right now checking in 82 degrees right now. Your winds are out of the north at 9 miles per hour, relative humidity 25%. It's going to be 61 degrees tonight and clear. Tomorrow, sunshine, 87 degrees. That's Florida. That's definitely. And absolutely fabulous weather down there. Take a look at San Diego. It looks like a beautiful day in San Diego, too. They got their weather. They got some temperatures going into the triple digits in the southwest. We'll talk about that later. Tucson, Arizona, right now, winds are out of the west at 8 miles per hour. Tucson expecting 96 degrees today. Tomorrow, 90. It's going to be 90 on Mother's Day, too. 91 degrees and mostly sunny. And Tulsa, Oklahoma, 73 degrees. Your winds are coming out of the southeast at 16 miles per hour. 76 for today. Tonight, it's going to be 63. And partly cloudy skies, 83 expected on Saturday. And then Sunday, looking at that like a pretty good day. But there's severe weather outlook looking pretty grim across pretty much the west coast. Salt Lake City's dry. They're looking at some interesting weather on there, and the heat is going to be really bad. There's a drought in that area, so that's there. Severe thunderstorm warning for Oklahoma. Oklahoma right now under a severe thunderstorm warning, and we'll keep tabs on that one. They are expecting this warning for Oldham County until 6 o'clock Central Time. So just to be aware of that, it's a 5 o'clock Mountain. So just be aware of that. You want to be on the ball. In those areas, please watch for severe weather conditions. We'll take a look at our weather on the fives for Clinton, Iowa. Visit our good friend Cartan. Look at our national weather. Look at our local weather here for Clinton. All coming up next in the next hour. Weather on the fives, 25 and 55 past the hour. Or any time of the hour that ends in 5. Weather on the fives on GJRB Online. It's 5 o'clock Central Time. Right now, 6 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock Pacific Time. Denver, Colorado, 72 degrees expected tomorrow with some rain, 55 on Sunday. Monday, 47. It's going to be cold, 90% chance of precipitation. You guys are under a lot of interesting weather up there north there because you're going to get some more snow. Like you need it, right? Anyway, I'll take a look at that weather again later on here at GJRB Online right now. And glad you could join me for some great jazz right here on GJRB 24/7 stream. That's GJRB, giving you a great variety of programming worldwide from the GJRB Spreaker Studios. GJRB 24/7 on Zeno.fm. And now, from the GJRB News Desk, I'm Gary J. Russ, and some of the stories we're covering for you in the news today. Democrats and Republicans putting a different spin on the April jobs report. We'll take a look at that story and more coming up. Along with that, we'll give you a complete rundown of the news today. All the news from Newsbreak, any other stories that might pop up during our 5-minute wrap-up of all the news. I'm Gary J. Russell from the GJRB News Desk. And
20 to 30 to 40 miles per hour as we move throughout the weekend. Highs in Chico on Saturday going to be in the 80s, and then by Sunday going down a few degrees, but you can certainly see the cooler air setting into our extended forecast.
Stunning! You did this? You could totally be a designer. Rubs USA is my secret weapon. They make it easy to find a rub that pulls a room together. Wait, are these prices for real? Yes. Go to rubsusa.com/TV for an extra 10% off now. Always free shipping.
Trust wasn't built in a day. It's built over time. Hours and that's it's built by because the promises we let you call are the promises we built to keep.
Senior economic analyst.
You can just press
Popcorn told
enjoy. Simple, right? Velo dissolvable nicotine lozenges. They dissolve, the flavor doesn't. Get yours now at velo.com. These are Velo lozenges. You can just press enjoy. Simple, right? Velo dissolvable nicotine lozenges. They dissolve, the flavor doesn't. Get yours now at velo.com. These are Velo lozenges. You can just press enjoy. Simple, right? Velo dissolvable nicotine lozenges. They dissolve, the flavor doesn't. Get yours now at velo.com. These are Velo lozenges. You can just press, pop, enjoy. Simple, right? Velo dissolvable nicotine lozenges. They dissolve, the flavor doesn't. Get yours now at velo.com. These are Velo lozenges. You can just press, pop, enjoy. Simple, right? Velo dissolvable nicotine lozenges. They dissolve, the flavor doesn't. Get yours now at velo.com.
It's a great big deal, and they're hoping. All right, we'll have more news after we take this quick break for MeWe.
There's a movement going on that people migrating on Facebook because of shadow banning and being put in Facebook jail for something they posted. This is called censorship. It shouldn't be allowed in a free country of America. We shouldn't have to tolerate it. The new place for free speech is... If you like way out there, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. On the night with Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. Nightly at 11 p.m. Central, 12 o'clock midnight Eastern, and 9 p.m. Pacific. On Spreaker.
On the SOR YouTube channel.
And wrapping up our news this afternoon, we're going to try that story once again. The initial story.
Safety data now on millions and tens of millions of people that we can get the full authorization of voting for the order of 1 million jobs being added on the month.
Okay, sorry about that, folks. It's like one of those goofy newscasts. I think this is about the this initial story we were going to do yesterday for yesterday morning. Let's see what we got here. This was the one about this USA Radio's talking about the jobs report.
The order of 1 million jobs being added on the month on the heels of roughly 1 million in the previous month. And it's great, it's big, it's voting for the order of 1 million jobs being added on the month on the heels of roughly 1 million in the previous month.
Okay, sorry about that, folks. I hit the wrong button. Let's talk about the drug maker Pfizer. They say that it's hopeful for their full FDA approval for its coronavirus vaccine months to come. In the months to come, the vaccine right now is being administered in the United States after emergency use, and their authorization at the moment, Jaw, who's a dean at the Brown University School of Public Health, told ABC's Good Morning America this could be a big deal.
It's great. It's big. It's important. Here's why. Obviously, on some level, day-to-day, vaccinations will continue, and in that way, it's not a huge deal. But it's a signal that we have so much safety data now on millions and tens of millions of people that we can get the full authorization, the full approval. It'll also give confidence to a lot of people who've been on the fence, businesses that want to mandate it for workers coming back. So I do think it'll end up being a big deal.
And that's a wrap-up of all the news. This is kind of a unstructured broadcast today, so be patient with me. We're working on this, okay? That's it for the news this hour, and that's it for the wrap-up of all the news. And of course, we're to 50 minutes of non-stop smooth jazz, so that's going to wrap it up for our news. News when you need it, all the time, here on GJRB Online. News at the bottom of the top of the clock to keep you on top. GJRB Online News. I'm Gary J. Russin with this news wrap-up. And we got some more jazz as we get into the final hour. We continue our 15 minutes of non-stop jazz, new emerging artists. And we're playing a lot of that this afternoon. We got a lot of new emerging artists that we're playing. Some of the really neat stuff. And we played that earlier, Droplets. This is another song that I was introduced on the last jazz show we did back about 2 months ago, because we haven't been on with the jazz for quite a while. And it's we got that coming up. Also, we got a new one by DJ Daddy-O coming up, which is a good song. And you're going to want to check that out. It's a fabulous tune. So we're going to play that here in just a little bit. DJ Daddy-O with a new song called Keep, which I think is fabulous, so we're going to check that out. That's coming up. But right now, though, I'm going to introduce that song we played last couple months ago, and it's going to be playing on our list quite often. It's by a guy named Al Thrax. Now, this artist hails out of, let me see here, I'm going to look it up. Hails out of Ford's, New Jersey. I don't know exactly where that's at. Ford's, New Jersey. And this artist is fabulous. And we introduced it last show about 2 months ago. And it's a good piece of music. And we're going to do that here as soon as I get back to that main page where I can play. Let's see what we got here. So, kind of get it over here. Back to the main page. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Here we go. Here we are. Anyway, his name is Al Thrax. Al Thrax, and the selection's called The Brother. New music on Smooth Jazz Lounge. GJRB. You playing? I think I got that on the computer anyway. Let me check. I'll tell you what, I think we have that on the computer. Hang on a second while I try to dish that up. Let's see here. We're going to go over to the computer and find it. I know I got it because I just downloaded that the other day. So it's got to be here. Pop that down to add-ons. So we're going to add-ons. All right, here we go. Where is that now? Okay, we had that there. I think it's probably down below because it starts with a T. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can find this puppy. If we can't find it, we'll just play it we'll just play it later. Why don't we play it later and we'll throw in the newest one we promised we were going to play from DJ Daddy-O. He's got a brand new piece, and then we'll try to find that other piece for you. We'll play it next. DJ Daddy-O. This is a new one. It's called The Keep on GJRB And this is Smooth Jazz Lounge. Actually, it's called Bars Now Opened. It's not actually called, that's DJ Daddy. It's not called Keep. It's really called Bars Now Open. So I don't know, Keep is just the name of an album, which is possible. I'm not saying this isn't, but that could be what it is. So, that's probably what it is. And let's see. I hope you're enjoying the jazz today here on GJRB Online. Smooth Jazz Lounge here on GJRB 24/7. Following that, we got some more great jazz your way with Smooth Jazz Weekend with Tony on the way. And then later on tonight, some more smooth jazz right here on GJRB 24/7, right here on Zeno.fm. You can get that by going into my website, GaryJ655.wixsite.com, or just go in there. You just check out our nice, neat website. I'm working on some different things for that. I got a photos page coming out with pictures of our studios, being that we have one here and one at the church, so we'll take a picture of both of those and put them on the site. I got a few other things I'm going to put on there, and I'll be talking about those a little later on, including I think it's pretty cool. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some surveys, some countdowns, some of the podcasts RB follows. We're going to be counting down that. The top 20 podcasts. I think we have 20. Seems like we have a lot of podcasts I listen to, because I don't always have time to listen to everybody. I try to, with the show that I do, the work that I do. Don't always guarantee I'm going to get to listen to everybody's show or every station. I try to do whatever I can to get, into everybody's station, but sometimes it's just the case. Just
know about that. So I try to. I do. I really try to. Everybody's, gets heard by me. A lot of podcasts are coming up a little later on. Yeah, Clinton forecast coming up. And a whole lot more. So, stream. And, of course, GJRB online. And trying to get that other song I was looking for, and I could have sworn I downloaded it. But I can't find it. It was a song that I downloaded. It was going to add-ons. And I cannot find it. And I know I did, which is kind of not really. I always have all my find and can't seem to find them all. So let's see where they're all at. The ones I've been playing, and tell you what, I can't find that song. I'll download it. I must have thought I downloaded it, which is possible. But I'm going to try to attempt to play it again, see if it'll work. And sometimes if you go out of the website, you can go back in and it'll play. Let me see. It's, wait for it. Here we go. Here's the brother, Althrax. Music, GJRB.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Blank audio on Spreaker. Sorry about that, folks. I had a little technical problem. What happened was my music ran out on the Spreaker. What happens? I had this thing called Team Viewer, and I'll explain it to you here in a couple of minutes. A good friend of mine, Brian, ran it on to me. It's fabulous. So we'll talk about that here in a minute or two. But right now, let's take a look at our weather on the 5s. And I keep doing that. What is the matter with me today? Okay, let me see. I want to go in there. I want to go into my computer through here and use that computer because that's what I'm using. Because it's time for... Okay, let's take a look at some weather for Clinton, Iowa right now from our friends at the Weather Underground. Take a look at some of the areas across the country first. Let's do that. Canyon Lake, Texas, 83 degrees under sunny skies right now. Casper, Wyoming's checking 76 degrees. 95 in Phoenix, Arizona. 53 in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And we get into Manhattan, New York, 58 degrees. Houston is checking in 84. San Francisco, California, 61 degrees right now. And here in Clinton, according to the Quad City International... Why is this? I'm going to change locations here. I don't know why you're giving me the Quad City Airport temperature. The local North End weather station must be closed down or something anymore. What's up with that? I got a different reporting station today. I'm not getting the one that I usually get, but according to the Quad City Airport station, they're saying that here in Clinton, Iowa, our current temperature is at 59 degrees. So I'm going to see what Cortana has to say. Check in with her. Hi, Cortana. What is the current temperature right now here in Clinton, Iowa?
Right now, mostly sunny and 59 in Clinton, Iowa. The forecast on and a low of 36.
Okay, that doesn't broadcast over our airwaves. So what you're saying is 59 degrees right now under mostly cloudy skies here in Clinton. 59 degrees. That's what our current temperature is in Clinton, according to Cortana. The forecast we see Clinton, their weather station's down, but we have it from the Quad City Airport. 63 degrees right now is what they're saying. And there's a frost advisory tonight again. It's going to get downright cold again. Frost advisory. This is what's happening, folks. Frost advisory. And we'll take a look at that. Is here. Advisory in effect from till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning Central Time, with temperatures going to drop to the lower 30s as a result of some frost formations. This is going to happen, apparently. Portions of East Central and Northeast Iowa, North Central and Northwest Illinois are all going to get it from midnight till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you're listening at 5 o'clock in the morning, in about 3 more hours, your frost warning will be over. Frost could kill some sensitive outdoor vegetation if it's left uncovered. So keep that in mind. Precautionary measures are in effect here. So you want to be aware of that. Frost could kill some plants. So take steps to bringing your plants in tonight because of that. It's going to, that's what we got going here. So, take care of that. Right now, let's take a look at our current conditions at this time and see what they are. I wanted to get that here. And usually that jazz program follows us, but I think what we're going to do here on GJRB 24/7 here on the Zeno stream might stay on a little longer. I might just do that. My wife has been taken out by her daughters, so I'm I'm the program director here. I can do that. Stay on just a little longer and play some more smooth jazz. So the lounge is going to stay open past 6. Okay, lounge staying open past 6. So just to let you know about that. And, we'll get that going here for you. Let's see here. Where the heck did I do with my weather forecast page here? Okay, I want to go to my main page here in Clinton, Iowa. Okay, so I'm going to click current conditions. That's what right now, 30%. We have a dew point 31. Partly cloudy skies. Visibility 10 miles at a barometric. Air quality 38. Grass pollen low, but we do have some. 0% precip right now. We're under dry conditions. 6% chance of precip tonight. Clear skies, low around 35. North-northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Be aware. Freeze warning tonight. Protect your plants. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies during the morning hours, and it will give way to some occasional showers in the afternoon. We expect a high tomorrow near 60, with winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and a chance of rain of 40%. And that pace of rain will continue again through tomorrow night with a low near 40, while winds east 10 to 20 miles per hour, and a chance of rain in 90%, while rainfall, which is going to be near half an inch. So just be aware that rainfall is going to kind of reach about half an inch. So that's not too bad. Very high on their quality. And once again, current temperature at our GJRB North End studio is 63 degrees, according to the Quad City Airport. Weather on the 5s, 25 and 55 minutes past the hour, or any time in the hour that ends in 5. We're going to be over pretty soon for Spreaker listeners. 25 more minutes left of that show. But we'll stay on the air just a trifle bit longer over on Zeno.fm. So when this ends on Spreaker, go to my website, GaryJ655.wixsite.com/website, and you can listen to more of this show, okay? And then we got more jazz following it. So just to let you know about that, okay? Be aware of that. All right. Now, tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to take a break here, play some music, get back into the jazz. And like I said, we're going to stay on the air a little bit longer, okay? A little bit longer, so just to let you know about that. But our Spreaker will be off the air at 6 o'clock. Okay, now I could probably extend Spreaker, which I probably could do, to stay on the air a little longer. But we do not have any listeners on here at all, so I'll just end Spreaker at 6 o'clock. But if you want to keep listening, you can just go to my over there to my website, GaryJ655.wixsite.com/website, or just go to my Spreaker public site where you have the globe. Click that, it takes you right to my website, and you can listen to the show right there. Go down to where that green and white widget, that is our GJRB 24/7 stream. Just go there, and you can listen to the show right there, okay, for the rest of the show. So just to let you know about that, okay? And I'm going to take a break here. We'll have weather on the 5s coming up next. We have weather on, we already do weather on the 5s. So I'm going to take a musical break here, get back into more of that smooth jazz, and then we'll do a casual sports page update. And like I said, we'll stay on a little longer on Zeno.fm. So Zeno listeners will hear me a little longer, but Spreaker, we're going to end it right there. So just to let you know about that. This is Keisha. This is her new one. This is called Bad Slinky. There you go. Bad Slinky's the name of that one. That is a new one by Tisha. That's the newest one we have playing there for you on our new emerging jazz. We call this smooth jazz. I love smooth jazz. It's great music. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoy our afternoon. And we got more coming up. Stay tuned, because coming up right after we get done here over on Zeno Stream, GJRB 24/7, it's Smooth Jazz Weekend. And that'll follow right after we get off the air here. Smooth Jazz Weekend with Tony, and bring you some more smooth jazz, new emerging artist. It's a fabulous show. You want to tune in for that. It's always fabulous, and I always play some of the best in smooth jazz. So kick back, relax, and enjoy that one coming up here on GJRB Online. So just to let you know about that. Meanwhile, though, I'm going to give you a, let's see here, why don't we, I don't know if we have time for sports. It's like 18 minutes left. So conversational sports is out. We just did sports, okay? So I'm going to let that go. But I was talking earlier about that. The Olympic Committee has decided that they are not going to tolerate anybody kneeling down during a national anthem, raising their fist, and doing all that protesting stuff. This is in Japan. Of course, you know, Japan, they don't tolerate protesting to begin with. I think over there they wipe the streets with people with water hoses and stuff. So I mean, they don't tolerate their cities getting burned down like they do here in America. I mean, they don't. So congratulations to the Olympic Committee, because you're going to have more viewers now that you decided that this will not be tolerated. And the athletes that do this will get automatically disqualified, from what I understand. So, hey, that's great. I mean, I really think that that's absolutely super, because, you know, we need to, you know, be serious about things like this, not to mess around with this, because, you know, really. So I commend them wholeheartedly. Great job, absolutely fabulous. That they would do that. So, you know, that's great. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now, though. I'm going to get the music that I use for my Spreaker shoutouts and promotions, because we want to do that. Since we didn't get to do that this morning when we were going to do our morning show, I'll talk about that here in a couple of minutes too, real quick. But we're going to stay on the air a little longer now. For people listening on Spreaker, I could reboot, but I'm not getting any listeners over there anyway. I'm probably not getting any listeners over on the 24/7 stream anyway, as well as FM. But I'm going to close it out on the Spreaker side, but if you want to listen continuously, just go over to GJRB 24/7. That's on Zeno.fm. Just go over to my website. That's GaryJ655.wixsite.com/website, and I will post that for you so that you can check our show after this is over, and we'll continue on the 24/7 stream. That's GJRB 24/7 on Zeno.fm. We'll continue the show there. And we'll have Smooth Jazz Lounge coming to an end. And then we'll have that jazz show following it, which is the Smooth Jazz Weekend. So let's see if we can find that music, which I know is here somewhere. Going to, let's see here. Gonna go, decided not to play that either. So I'm just going to go to my Gary Russin program stuff here, which I want to do here, where my bumper music is. That's where I think I have my music for that. Let's see here. Let's see. Live Your Dreams. I think that's the one I do. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah. There we go. All right. We got a lot of podcasters out there right now. I'm telling you, I got so many podcasters, I can rank them now. Yeah, that's right, I can rank them. That means that if you are out there and you have a podcast, and I listen to your podcast regularly, more than likely, you'll be able to check out our show. You can check out all our podcasts and the ones that listen to me. And you can check all these great podcasts. Now, I'll be ranking these according to the top 20 of the most listened to podcasts of the week. And these are ranked accordingly as to how I listen to them, or, how much time I get to listen to it during the average weekday. And we're going to be doing that real soon. It's a podcast countdown, so to speak. And we're going to talk about that. Right now, though, check it out. It's fabulous. We got a lot of podcasters out there, and we got a lot of them to tune into. And some of them are right here on our 24/7 stream. One is Mike Myers. He does a show called Radio Hope. We had him on this morning at 11 a.m. He's going to be on mornings at 11 a.m. here on the 24/7 stream. He does a good show. That really does. He does a good show. It's called Radio Hope with Mike Myers. Heard every morning, Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday too. It's 8 a.m. Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific. So check out that. It's fabulous. Then we got another podcaster that you want to check out. His name is Ed Delgado. He's a caramel conservative. This guy puts on a good show too. He does a show called Caramel Conservative. It's on every Tuesday night. He talks a lot about what's going on in the news. He breaks it down. You want to check out all the great podcasts. He does a good job on this. And I think I'm going to put Ed Delgado into the top 10, probably at number 3, because I listen to him. He's one of the top 3. Mike Myers Radio Hope Network is one of them. And we have another guy we listen to that I check out. He does a good job too, and he's one of the top 3. And comes out of Vancouver. Does a show called Spaced Out Radio. And he does a good job. He does 11 o'clock at night till 2 in the morning, and that's Central Time. Talks a lot about UFOs, aliens, Bigfoot, Dogman, you name it. He talks about it. And some of the other weird stuff that he talks about. You want to check this show out. It's called Spaced Out Radio. It's on every night. And he has guest hosts on the weekends. But they're still good. I mean, they are. They're still good. You want to check out this guy. Spaced Out Radio. And it's on at 11 p.m. Then you got another guy that does a really good job. He jams and slams with some of the best in the blues. And we're going to be having him every Friday night, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Fridays at 8 o'clock here on GJRB. That's right. Right after we get done with the Blue Jazz Weekend. Except for Jazz Weekend. Otherwise, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Fridays of the month at 8 o'clock, we bring you Blues in the Night, a rebroadcast of the Monday Night Blues Show. That's right, we do it. And it's a lot of great blues there. Zydeco, he plays a lot of classic blues. He goes back to B.B. King. He plays a lot of really good stuff. You want to check it out. He comes out of Canada, and you want to check him out. He does a show called Blues in the Night, Monday night, 8 o'clock Central, right here on Spreaker. And then you want to check out Wednesday night. This guy's going to be on our station on Monday night with a rebroadcast. And we're going to download it and have it on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. And this guy is fabulous. His name is Josh. He does a show called Simone Nicole, dedicated to his late daughter who died at early age. I don't know. It was a sad situation there. And he does a good job. He does plays a lot of good music. And he talks a lot about health tips, recipes, ways you can, take care of your health.
He's really good. I like this guy. He does a lot of really good stuff. You want to check him out. So tune into him whenever you can. Puts out good stuff. That's Josh, otherwise known as Simone Nicole, and that is out of Texas every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Central Time, right here on Spreaker. Some of the other podcasters are on other platforms, and we'll talk about some of those. They're going to be going into below the top 10, between 20 and 10, and there's some of the ones that we'll talk about. They put on some good shows too. They're fabulous. One of them is a good friend, Black Dragons, and he does a good show. It's called Black Dragons Radio Network. He has different music every night. Jazz and blues on Monday, so he kind of expands on this one. He does a lot of good. He's fabulous. I like this guy. He jams and slams. He does a really good job. You want to check him out? He does it. It's a really good show. So check it out. That's Black Dragons Radio. Black Dragons Radio. So you want to listen to that. And he's going to be back on. He has been off the air for a while, mainly because he's got some production to do like I do. So he's kind of busy all the time. Black Dragons is good, though. I like Black Dragons. Check out Black Dragons Radio every night soon. And he's got a different show on Friday nights now. Yeah, that's right. He's starting a different show on Friday nights. It's not going to be the Friday night party night anymore. He told me he's doing a party night. He's going to do a different kind of night instead. It's going to be a motel night. Rhythm and blues, classic rhythm. It's going to be fabulous. You want to check him out. A new thing on Friday nights now. Black Dragons Radio Network. He's going to be doing Motown music. So check that out. That's going to be on Podbean. I think Podbean or Castbox. He's been on Castbox. So either one of those two. Check out either one of those two. Podbean or Castbox for this guy. His name is Black Dragons of the Black Dragons Radio Network from Canyon Lake, Texas. So check that out. It's fabulous stuff. And other great stuff are it's got some Christian shows coming up. Got introduced to a new podcast I'm going to check out. A couple of other ones, so I'll be listening to them. I'll enter my surveys. I like them. Some of the ones that are still below the top 10 include a new gal named Sarah. She does a show called it's pretty good. She's kind of 15-minute commentary. She kind of lays it on the line, tells you a lot of things that she's been feeling. And she's absolutely fabulous. And she has a show, and her name is Mermaid Radio. You want to check out Mermaid Radio. Now, she's on pretty much in the morning. And she has some 15-minute commentary. It's pretty good. I kind of listen to it from time to time. She tells it like it is. She's good. I like her. So tune into her. And then we got another guy. We can't forget about Zach Burke. Oh, no. We can't do that. Zach is another friend of ours. Zach is from Boston, the Boston area. Now, whenever I can't do my show, the Gary J. in the Morning Show, like, for example, I wasn't ready for this morning. I could have been on the air this morning. I could have had him on this morning. But we were doing smooth jazz. And so he has a different format, which doesn't match this weekend's format. The only exception was today we play Up and Coming. But this guy has some great music every morning, talks and has some coffee with you. It's relaxed. It's a great show. Talks to you. It's a really nice guy. I like Zach. I've talked to him a number of times. He's absolutely fabulous. Zach Bork. Is it Zach Bork or Burke? Anyway, check him out. He's on out of Boston. He has a show. It's called Brew Radio. So check out Brew Radio. He has a great station. In fact, he's also here on Zeno. Has some non-stop music playing. It's fabulous. So check out the Brew Radio. And every Tuesday night, around 6 o'clock. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about adding it to our schedule. Zeno schedule. Every
every Tuesday night, right before Ed Delgado. Every Tuesday night before Ed Delgado, he's got a bunch of kids in there, and they all have autism. And he kind of makes them feel normal in a world that treats handicap not so good. And I kudos to this guy. I really is. I give him a lot of credit for this. And he does a good job. It's called Spectrum Buddies. So tune in. It's I think 6 o'clock p.m. on Spreaker, and that's on. We'll have him entering our podcast survey probably around 15 or 16. Does a real good job. Tune into that. Spectrum Buddies right here on Spreaker. And he'll be going up the charts as I listen to him more. So that's what we're going to be doing. Brand new thing we're going to do. Countdown of the top podcast. It's GJRB's top podcast of the week. Countdown. So it's fabulous. So you want to check it out. Top podcast of the week countdown. Can't miss it. And I think what I'll do is I'll expand Spreaker a little bit. Why don't we do that? Even though we're not getting any listeners, I already posted that we're on, so why don't we just keep Spreaker going? Yeah, let's do that. We got about 3 minutes, 7 seconds. So what I'll do is I'll go into my title page. I still have that up. I think I do. Not sure, but yeah, I do. So I'll just put Smooth Jazz Lounge final part. Okay, final part. Final part. Don't have to really put any synopsis to it. General part. This way we can keep her going. Okay. Let's see here. Well, something's wrong with my throat here lately. I'm sounding hoarse. I know. I don't know what's up with that. My voice is sounding hoarse lately. I don't know what the deal is. But, lovely. Okay. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Okay, come on. All right, let me see. Let's see, the session ends, but where is my mouse here? Okay. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Okay. Everything should be back where it is. Okay. All right, just put it, and I'll put the details on it later. Okay. It's not letting me paste it. You booger. Okay, well, let me see. We're ending here, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to take a break on the Spreaker end. And take a break here, and on the Spreaker end, I'll try to get this reloaded on Spreaker. And we're still on Zeno, so why don't we go ahead and play another song and get this reloaded. Why don't we do that? That sounds good, right? So we'll pull out of the playlist here. Having fun tonight, aren't you? Yeah, we're fabulous, huh? 46 minutes left, so why don't we wrap it up with something here, right? Okay. All right. No. All right. Okay, why don't we wrap it up right here? 25 seconds left. We'll be right back. You're listening to the GJRB Online Network. GJRB Online on Spreaker and GJRB 24/7 on Zeno.fm.